Have you ever felt completely alone, even when you're surrounded by people? Like you're part of the crowd, but somehow separate from it? If that hits close to home, then you've already felt the world of Edward Hopper's Nighthawks. This isn't just another painting, it's a masterpiece that captures the quiet ache of loneliness in a way that's as haunting today as it was in 1942. Let's dive into this iconic work and uncover why it resonates so deeply with all of us. It's 1942. The world is at war, and back home in America, life feels uncertain. Cities like New York are alive with activity, yet beneath the surface lies a quiet unease. This is where Edward Hopper steps in, an artist who didn't just paint what he saw, but what he felt. Hopper had a knack for capturing those fleeting moments we often overlook. A woman sitting alone in automat, sunlight creeping through blinds in morning sun, or an empty street in early Sunday morning. And then there's Nighthawks, his magnum opus where isolation takes center stage. So what's going on here? Let's break it down. The diner glows like a beacon in the darkness, but does it feel welcoming? Not really. The streets outside are empty. No cars, no people, just endless shadows. It feels like this diner exists in its own little bubble, cut off from the rest of the world. Notice there's no visible door? That's intentional. Hopper positions us outside, making us voyeurs, unable to enter this private world. Now meet our cast. On the left, there's a man and woman, maybe a couple, maybe strangers, but they're not really connecting. Her body leans toward him, but his gaze is distant. Then there's the lone man at the counter, hunched over his coffee. You can almost feel his silence. And finally, there's the waiter, polite but detached, trapped in his routine, while everyone else seems trapped in their own thoughts. And then there's the light. It's harsh and fluorescent, a modern invention at the time, and it floods everything inside while making the outside world look even darker. This contrast between warmth and emptiness, connection and isolation is what makes Nighthawks so haunting. But what does it all mean? Hopper's use of light and shadow isn't just aesthetic, it's symbolic. The fluorescent light represents modernity and isolation, while the empty streets evoke a sense of desolation. The lack of a door, that's a barrier to connection, a reminder that even in crowded spaces, we can feel alone. Painted during World War II, Nighthawks reflects the anxieties and uncertainties of its time. The desolate streets may symbolize the societal dislocation caused by war, while the isolated figures could represent individuals grappling with existential angst amid global turmoil. But here's the kicker. Why does this painting hit so hard? Because it's not just about them, it's about us. Think about it. How many times have you sat in a coffee shop or scrolled through Instagram late at night and felt that same sense of disconnection? Hopper saw that long before smartphones existed. He knew that human connection isn't just about proximity, it's about presence. And honestly, that's terrifying. But it's also kind of beautiful because it means we're all in this together. Whether it's 1942 or 2023, whether you're in a diner or scrolling TikTok at 3 a.m., we all share that same universal struggle. That's probably why Nighthawks has become such a cultural icon. From Ridley Scott's Blade Runner to countless parodies online, this painting keeps popping up everywhere. Why? Because it taps into something primal. It reminds us that even in our loneliest moments, we're part of something bigger, a shared human experience. So next time you see Nighthawks, don't just glance at it, really look. Think about what brought these people here tonight. Are they lonely, content, waiting for something or someone? Because chances are, their story might mirror your own more than you realize. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, what do you think the characters are thinking?